Last year, I got this book for my daughter as a Christmas present. I got it for her because she showed me the book on TikTok and I thought it was amazing, so I bought it. And as soon as I received the book, I wanted to play with it. But, it was a Christmas present. I couldn't do it, so I just wrapped it and let it be. Also, once she opened it, I didn't want to intrude into my daughter's creative process, so I didn't. But now I've seen this book all over YouTube too, so I thought that was a great excuse to get my own and start doing it too. Now, I'm really excited about this, not only because I get to try it and make a video out of it, but also because I think you can use this book in two very different ways. And I'm really excited to show you those ways. It's one of them is really near and dear to my heart, so I'm excited. Yay! Let's try this.
Okay, so let me start by showing you this book in case you haven't seen it. I got mine on Amazon. I'll link it below if after this you're interested in getting a copy. First, we have a little intro by the author explaining how she came up with the idea, and then we have this page with ideas on how to reverse color. The idea is that the book has pages full of color and you add the lines, like the contour, hence reverse coloring. Now, the pages are really nice. There's a bunch of them. They're thick, and they also have the little pre-cut things so you can rip them off if you want to keep one or frame it or whatever. And before starting mine, I wanted to show you my daughter's creation because I thought it was so amazing. At first, I only saw flowers on this, but look at her. She saw a little deer. And of course, now that's the only thing I can see too. Also, quickly before starting, I wanted to show you the 2 micron pens I bought to work on this book, 1.7 and the 1.4. Let me show you the tips. But I think you could actually use any black pen or marker in a darker color to do the outlines. I just got these ones because I felt like buying new micron pens. So I'm going to start with the first way in which I will use this book. And as you can see, I've started only tracing the contours of the paint stains, let's call it, or puddles. I'm just tracing all around. And I'm starting with this way first. One, because I think it's easier, but two, and most importantly, because when I was filming this content, I was feeling a little bit stressed out. I felt the stress in my jawline. I just had moved. I still had boxes everywhere, all of the expenses. So I thought I needed it. And it turned out to be great for me. When I was done with the page, I was completely relaxed. So this is the first way in which I recommend you use this book as a de-stressing and centering activity. Just by following the contour of the lines, you're doing this like neurographical art type that really will help you be present in the moment and de-stress. So I would recommend you put on a podcast, some binaural beats or relaxing music, and just be in this activity. It's especially good if every time you draw a line, you're conscious of your breathing and you really like exhale in the long ones, etc. Okay, and after that time lapse of the process, here's my finished page. As you can see, it still looks really, really nice. And more than that, it's just an exercise that will help you feel better and use art as a tool to support your very important mental health. If you want me to speak more of this subject, please let me know in the comments because I can tell you how art was part of my own healing journey from, well, trauma. Okay, I saw this page and I thought it was the perfect opportunity for me to show you a hybrid of the two ways in which I would use this book. The first one you already saw is tracing all of the contours of the paint marks, and the second one is the creative way in which all of the other videos around here on YouTube are showing you how to use this book. So, easy peasy, I just went ahead and traced all of the contours, all of the marks from the paints. And after I was done with that, I started to get a little bit creative. This is like just, dipping your toes to test the waters. And I think it's a really good way in which you can start developing your creativity. On my Instagram, where I have my biggest following, is where people are always asking me about my creativity and how do I get it and where do I get ideas. Well, ideas come to you when you're creating. So you can do something like this where it's really simple and your creativity, which is a muscle, will start developing more and more. So I just started making lines, some lines across, vertical, horizontal, radiating from the centers, and this is also a wonderful, wonderful exercise for you to become more conscious and calm by being present in the moment and in the activity you're doing. So, of course, here again, if you want to breathe, it will help throughout the process.
Oh, and if you've never seen me before, hi, I'm Paula. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm excited to have you here. Let me know in the comments if you're new, if you're subscribed. I want to say hello to you and welcome to this creative space where I hope you can find awesome ideas.
I really do hope you become part of my community by subscribing. Back to the project at hand, I just kept doing all of these random lines, and as you can see, I also brought my Sharpie out so I could play with the thickness of the lines, and that was really, really fun. I actually love creating this page so much because it was a little bit of me, but I also didn't have to think about my composition or anything, so it just felt really, really nice to do. Okay, for my last page, I am going to choose one at random. This is how I did it. And this is the page I got. And I gotta tell you, I just saw corn and leaves, like a really botanical floral piece. I couldn't see anything beyond for a while. But after staring at it, I saw this dog. Can you see it? I'm gonna outline it so you can see it. Here's the ear, the face, the nose, and you can probably see the eye already. Here is the other ear, and here's where I saw the eye. So this is the first image I saw, and this is how I'm going to start using the book like everyone else. And right after I saw that first dog, guess what? I saw another little one here. This was really fun. I was laughing at myself for the things I discovered, but I thought it was great. It was great that you can take your brain and see something entirely different. With my little dog done, I couldn't see one yet, so I started outlining some of the leaves that I thought would be nice in the composition. This is like 2 dogs in a garden, I guess. And then I saw the third one. Here's my third dog. Isn't this fun? I think it's really, really fun. I'm completing the body for the first one until I see something else and doing a little bit more of the foliage for the scene that I decided this page is gonna be. And I saw yet another little dog. It's like a mix of breeds. This is actually really, really fun, you guys. I truly recommend you try it this way too. So I kept doing the details for the dogs. And this is when I saw a 5th dog in the scene. And this one's looking kind of derpy. I don't know, the shape of the head and the way I did the color, which is what I saw. And it's like beady eyes. I don't know, he just looks derpy to me. And once I finished that one, I saw a giraffe. Can you see it? It's not a dog, it's a giraffe. Traced the giraffe, and I did that little comment bubble going out of it because she does not know what the hell she's doing here among all of these dogs. As you can see, I had a lot of fun with this. I'm still enjoying it just by looking at myself while editing. That's when I saw my final little dog right there in the corner, so I just blocked that in. And then I couldn't see anything else, so I just started adding more and more foliage to the scene. Every leaf I saw where, I saw a leaf and I didn't see a face around it, I would trace. And once I had all of the dogs, I guess I gave up on finding more. I really started working more on that foliage. What I wanted to do was have it be so thick that you would actually see the dogs pop out at you and it wouldn't be so random, because all of these dogs are different. They seem like they're illustrated by different people. So I started working with the weights of the lines and all of the foliage. I brought my little pen and I did little lines so it would definitely look different. The quality of the line, the weight, and everything is different, so you can start making out the dogs easier from the scene. So I went at it, and I don't know if you can tell, but I made a mistake and I made one of the ears of this dog a leaf. It was an easy mistake to fix. I just brought out my Sharpie and gave it like dark ears. And with that out of the way, I thought it looked really cute. I just kept adding and adding detail to my whole scene. This was a really fun part too, because I love playing with lines and, value, thickness, all of that. I'm not sure how you use all of those terms in English. Anyhow, I kept having fun with it until every corner except for the dogs was filled. I added some little highlights for their eyes and their noses, and I was done. I'm actually really proud about this. It was fun. And you know what? Because I have my daughter's book, she hasn't done this page, so I can show you the before and after just like that. And, here's what I saw. If you do this, please send them to me. I'm very curious to see what everybody else did. And this is my hybrid page where, I just did the relaxing, calming, but a little bit of creativity part. And finally, the first page I did next to my daughter's, which was so creative and amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed creating it for you. It may help me relax. I had some fun. Let me know if you're interested in me doing more of the book, more pages, or if you have any questions. I hope to see you soon. Have the most wonderful week. Bye.